Hello everyone, myself Abhilasha Patel. Today, like every Tuesday, we are hosting a live session that is 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time. We go live every Tuesday. We discuss many questions regarding study abroad, why students are going for UK, eligibility criteria. September, we have already discussed about September intake. Today, we are going to discuss about January 2027 intake. So we have Azar sir from Birmingham, UK, having 10 years of experience for students counseling, applications, and many more. So here we have Azar sir. Hi sir, how are you?
I'm good, Avilasha. Thank you. Thank you again for arranging this session. As always, thank you our audience for supporting us. The videos, the reels, people are watching those reels. It's really encouraging that people are engaging with our conversation, engaging with your videos, information. So it's really encouraging to conduct this kind of session on a regular basis.
Yeah.
As you said, we're going to discuss Gen 27 intake. We
Yeah.
had, I would say, fairly successful September intake, though the number of application was low as compared to the last years. Obviously, I do understand that there's a lot of going on in UK at the moment. People are still confused about coming to the UK, whether it is the right choice for them to come to the UK or not. And
Yeah.
the objective of this session is just to give them a idea whether it's going to be a good decision for them or not, and clear up those confusions and the concerns, the myths. So
Yeah.
the as I said, the goal is to give international students, especially from India, give them transparent information, and helping them to choose the right career path, helping
Yeah.
them to choose the right course, right university. It's not just sending student abroad for the sake of sending student abroad. It should be a meaningful way that
Yeah.
they come here and experience different things. They can build a good future out of it, this sort of thing. So the goal is just make things easier for international students in general. So we're going to
Yeah.
discuss a lot of things about Gen 27 intakes.
Sure.
I know
Hmm,
questions,
hmm, hmm.
and these sort of questions we normally get in our day-to-day life from students, from parents, from aspirants who wants to come to the UK as an international students, and opportunities that is available for international students. So yeah, as always, I'm going to attend those questions from you and try to
Yeah.
share my experience, share my knowledge with our audience as well. Thank you, Abhilasha.
Okay.
You can
Thank
carry
you,
on
sir.
with the questions. Thank you.
Okay, so first, when does the January 2027 intakes normally start for the application?
So basically, what happens when in majority university, they start already started their taking application for January 27th. So
Okay.
maybe people are thinking, okay, the class hasn't started from September yet, but university already stopped taking application for September nearly a month ago. Yes, there are
Okay.
some university
Hmm.
maybe taking application based on clearing. Like a lot of clearing is happening in different UK universities. um, but if I talk about the international students perspective, joining for a clearing
Hmm.
course means last minute enrollment, last minute applications. It's very difficult
Hmm.
for international student because they have to launch application, pay the deposit, submit a mature bank statement, launch a visa application. It does take at least a month or two, or in some cases 3 months as well. You understand
Hmm.
what I'm trying to say. But I think clearing is not quite feasible option for international students right now.
Hmm.
uh, if somebody want to join for clearing session, September clearing session, I would say, please do carefully check the deadlines of the specific university, because every university has their specific deadline for issue CAS issuance, which is a sponsorship letter from university, right?
Hmm.
So, and
Hmm.
obviously, you have to consider the time frame of UKVI as well, like how long they are going to take a decision on your visa. So this sort of thing.
Visa.
So I think, in a nutshell, I would say, if anybody is inside the UK and extending their visa, I think you can still have 1 or 2 weeks I think 1 week is a practical deadline. I think you can
Okay.
still extend your visa. There are some universities running October intake as well. That's why I'm saying there's still
Okay.
possibility of job
Mm-hmm.
inside the UK. But outside the UK, I would say September intake's pretty much gone. We are talking about Jan intake. Application has started. We started dropping application for January 27 intakes already. Majority of the university has taken, started taking application for January from this month, and some of them are still opening slowly, but by this month I think majority of university will start taking application, but I think there are plenty universities already started
Hmm.
taking application for
Application.
27. Yes, yeah, that's all. I mean, like, we can carry on with the other questions as well.
Yeah. So, what is the difference between September intake and January intake?
I think we discussed this matters in our previous
Yes.
live session.
Mm-hmm.
Our goal is to obviously keep people informed over the time. So I think the basic difference between Jan 27 intake or September 27 intake in general, January and September intake, is the availability of the courts. So as you
Okay.
know, the main intake for UK is September. So
September 26.
obviously the
Hmm.
number of courses will be many courses is available. I mean, all the courses are available in September intake. Whatever the course university is offering, all the course will be available in September intake. But in January intake, I would say less than 50% of the course are available. So I think the actual difference is the number of courses. Nothing much difference between. You'll see less options. For example, if you are very concerned about your career choice or subject choice or course choice, like uh,
Hmm.
let's talk about a niche subject, which is aerospace engineering. So
Hmm.
you don't get aerospace if somebody wants to study aerospace engineering for in UK university master. Sorry, I'm talking about the undergrad program,
Hmm.
like bachelor of aerospace engineering,
Hmm.
not with foundation. I said direct bachelor in aerospace. It will be only available from September.
September to September.
September to September. Yes, you will find some foundation course or pathway course where you can start your course in January and main course will start from September anyway. You understand what I'm trying to say? So if somebody has, a low GPA or low percentage during their 12 standard, they don't qualify for direct
Hmm.
aerospace engineering. What they do is, get into a foundation course which can start in September. It can start in January as well. So if somebody miss September, they can start this foundation course from January, and
Hmm.
then obviously they will progress into their main course in September. So yes,
Okay.
maybe if somebody has missed September intake but willing to study 1 year of foundation, they can
Hmm.
still join in September and still join in January and progress into their main program, which is in September as well. And I would recommend, if any international student who does not have any issue with the financial capability, I would say doing a foundation course is really helpful for international students when they are studying courses like aerospace engineering, biomedical science, pharmaceutical science, or any other pharmaceutical courses or any engineering related courses. They should do the foundation, one
Hmm.
year foundation, which will really help them to adapt with UK education system, their cultures, environment, and other things as well. So yes, I know it's expensive, but
Hmm.
that's why I said, if somebody has the affordability, they can spend, instead of spending 4 years, 3 years of education, they can spend 4 years of education and get the experience,
Hmm.
extra 1 year extra experience. They can still do the foundation as well. So that's it's a good option as well if anybody wants to start in January and they don't want to miss a year. Like, a lot of people, they say, I don't want to give any gap, so I can't wait until next year September. For those
Next year
students,
September.
they can study their foundation course in January, and obviously start their main course from September 27 onwards.
Okay. If student miss the September intake.
Yeah.
or he has applied and he's got the offer letter or something. So can he carry forward for the January intake if that college is having January intake
Yes, certainly.
option?
If somebody, for example, you, Abhilasha, you applied for MSc
September.
Finance and Accounting, right?
Huh.
For January 2020, sorry, September 2026, and you missed your intake due to some personal issue, family issue. I don't know. There could be many issues or financial obstacles or challenges. So what
Hmm.
you can do, you can defer your application to the next available intake. In some cases, it can be November intake as well. Some universities do offer November intake for very limited courses. If this course is available for November intake, yeah, you can defer to November intake. If it is available for Jan 27 intake,
January, huh?
um, but the subject must be available in
Okay,
next available intakes.
okay. Or no, either he or she need to again apply. If the course is not available, then again he or she need to apply for the January intake, right?
I mean, if the course is available for January intake, they don't have to apply. They can just you request the
Defer
university
it.
defer the application for January intake. If it is not available
Not
in January intake,
available, huh?
then they have to apply to next available intake, or they can
Okay,
simply defer the application for next available intake.
okay. So, like, which universities have the lowest tuition fees for January 2027?
I would say the branch campuses of many universities, like
Hmm.
Ulster University has a lot of many branch campuses.
Hmm.
As you know, the Ulster University is situated in Northern Ireland. So it is quite it is not far. It is far away from the main cities like London, Birmingham, and Manchester. So
Hmm.
this university, Ulster, they have plenty campuses. For example, campuses in big cities, London, Birmingham, and Manchester. Recently, they have started. Not recently, I would say in 1 year, in last 1.5 years, they have started their Manchester campus as well. So these Ulster University branch campuses are really affordable. If somebody wants to study, the fees range from between 11 to 13,000 pound. So if it is
Hmm.
Birmingham campus, probably 11,700. If it is London campus, it will be roughly around 13,500. So it's between 11 to 13,000, uh, you know,
Hmm.
pounds. So these campuses are very affordable. If you want to study bachelor's, they don't have many bachelor's degree in branch campuses. Maybe 2 3
Hmm.
courses in computer science, in accounting and business. So they're not offering, but they do have many master's courses like computing, hospitality, and accounting, and business and MBA as well. So those sort of courses are available for master students. The range, as I said, 11 to 13,000 pound based on the location. For
Hmm.
bachelor, quite affordable. If any Indian students, they have limited budget, they can study in Ulster University. The fees is, I think, below 11,000 pound after scholarship. If they study
Okay.
outside London, if it is inside London, probably it's close to 11,000 pounds. So I
Hmm.
think it's quite affordable university in terms of, but again, it's a branch campuses. Don't expect world-class facilities from these campuses. Uh,
Hmm.
Frankly speaking, if you really wanted to, I mean, like, if you really wanted to study, I think you should be studying in a main campuses where you can get university facility, career and employability center is there. There are a lot of other facilities available within the campuses. So I think
Hmm.
maybe another 2 3 grand extra, pay maybe 15,000, 14,000, 16,000 in study in a proper university. It would be a better investment in terms of
Hmm.
career opportunities. And yeah, and you'll get a lot of exposures in terms of meeting students from all over the world, and the faculty members, industry expert faculty members, university facility, that you'll have access to the clubs and society networking events. A lot of things are going on within the university.
Hmm.
There are one university specifically, we have partnered with Leeds Trinity University.
Leeds
I
Trinity,
know
LT.
this is not quite popular university in South Asian countries. They
Hmm.
don't take many international students, but uh, the university is quite affordable. The fees are, I would say, in uh, less than 13,000 pounds a year, and you'll be
Mm-hmm.
studying in a British public university. they have lot of they have good numbers of local students. So
Hmm.
when an university of I mean like have good numbers of local students, they try to maintain the quality of the education, because obviously otherwise they can't attract the local students. So I think Leeds Trinity could be a good option for Indian students.
Hmm.
Yes, and also affordable as well. At the location, it's close to Birmingham, which is sorry, close to Manchester, which is a very affordable city to live in. I think
Hmm.
Leeds also a popular city in the UK. Uh, in terms of living cost is much lower than other cities like
Others-
London, Luton, and probably in some cases I would say it's affordable than Birmingham as well. So I think Leeds Trinity could be a good option for affordable option for Indian student as well.
Okay. So like MOI based application is accepted for January 2027 intake.
Yes, if you are looking for MOI based application, that means medium or instructions based
Yeah.
application, that you have done your bachelor in English medium, that means the medium of instruction
Instruction.
your bachelor degree was English, then obviously you can apply based on this MOI. Uh, a good number of university in UK, they do accept MOI
Hmm.
letters, respective universities. But I think to I mean like we need to see like what specific university you are graduated from, then we can find out whether you are eligible for MOI or not. And a lot of
Hmm.
university give exemption, English exemption based on your 12 standard as well. So if you have 12 standard from certain boards,
Hmm.
and your 12 standard English score is more than 70%, probably you'll be eligible for, in most cases you'll be eligible for English exemption. So that means you don't need IELTS, PTE, or any other English language certification. So
Hmm.
I think uh, before I can comment whether you are eligible or not, I need to see your academic credentials to find out whether you're eligible for MOI based application or not. But yeah, a good number of university accepting MOI based application from India. So that's a very
Hmm.
good sign, because I mean like as you know, there is a huge number of international students
International.
from India to UK, and UK universities had good relationship with Indian institution as well. So I think they are quite familiar with the education system in India, and
Hmm.
they recognize Indian qualification as well, which is, and a good thing is the Indian bachelor degree is equivalent to UK bachelor degree. The 12 standard
Hmm.
also considered as same level as UK 12 standard in most cases. So I think that's the advantage of having a qualification from India, because majority of UK institution do recognize Indian qualification a lot.
Okay. So does January intake have the same post study work opportunities as September intake has?
Yeah, absolutely. So it doesn't really matter you're coming from Jan intake, September intake, or May intake, April
May
intake,
intake.
whatever the intakes you are, taking or you are enrolled into, the post-study rules or graduate visa rules remain same for you. Uh, from January 2027, it is going to be in 18 months. So if you are graduating before January 2027, you will be eligible for 2 years graduate visa,
Hmm.
or also known as post-study work visa. If you
Hmm.
graduate, that means you received your results, on January 2027
Hmm.
or after, you will be it will be 18 months. If you even if you get your results in December 27th or
Hmm.
December 31st, and you launch your application, graduate visa application on January 31st, you will be still eligible for 2 years post study work
Hmm.
visa. But on January from January 2027, it will be 18 months if you launch
18
your
months.
on.
Okay. So like is it easier to get admissions in January 2027 intake like for this for upcoming January intake?
I think there is no difficulty levels, or the measurement of difficulty levels of January 27 or September 27.
Hmm.
Uh, I think whatever intakes you pick, uh, the assessment will be the same. The assessment criteria of the university will be the same. But
Hmm.
as I said, the number of courses will be less in January
Hmm.
2027 intake compared to September 27 intake, right? But in general, if you say, it doesn't really affect as long as the course is available.
Huh.
I think the both intakes are quite similar in terms of assessment, in terms of outcome, in terms of the scholarship opportunities, so these sort of things. But if you're really thinking about joining UK university, don't wait for September 27 intake. Why? Because from every September the course fees increase. So they don't
Oh.
increase the fees in January or May, or
Hmm.
I mean any other intake. They usually increase. Usually, I'm not saying every time. I mean, like every time. Usually they increase the tuition fees in every September intake. So if anybody wants to join UK university or planning to join UK university, if your course is available in
Hmm.
January 27 intakes, instead of waiting for September 27 intake, I think just apply for January 27 intake. And the good thing about January's intake is many students don't realize a good number of university offer 15 months of course instead of
Hmm.
12 months course in January. So if you apply for some course in same, for example, if you for uh, apply for a random course like MSc accounting and finance in January 27 intake,
Hmm.
and if you apply for the same course in September intake, the
Hmm.
course length will be longer in January 27
January 27.
intake compared to September intake. But the good thing is the tuition fee is same.
Oh,
So what will
okay.
happen? You will have additional one semester break.
Okay.
I'm trying to say. So usually when people come for September intake, what happens? They don't get master student. They don't get any semester break. So there will be three quick terms: first term, second term, and
Third
second
term. Hmm.
term. But if you come to the Gen intake, majority
Hmm.
university give you a break in between. I mean, like so
Hmm.
basically you do first semester or first term, second term, then break and final term. So what happens in one term? Student can work full time and they can gather a good amount of
Okay. Yeah,
marks
it's a vacation period, right?
vacation period. Normally, September 27 intake students don't get this kind of vacation.
But
Uh,
January intake students get
January,
this opportunity.
good number of university offering 15 months course, so you can look into their website and look for 15 months course, so you'll get additional 3 months of visa where you can work full time and get some
Mm-hmm.
funds for your I don't know, maybe you can invest those funds into your installment plan, or you can pay these funds towards your tuition fees. So yeah, 3 months is quite a long period. If you think for international student, I think if you work full time 3 months, you can I think you
Hmm.
can get a good amount of money. I'm not saying that you will earn, a huge amount, but at least it's
Yes,
decent amount
minimum.
of money.
Yeah, decent amount.
Later on, you can invest towards your tuition fee. That's a good option as well.
Okay. So can you help me with the process of January 2027, January 2027 intake process? Like when to submit the applications, when they will receive the offer letter, when they'll be having an interview, and when they need to pay the deposits and all that.
I think, as I said, we already start taking
So
application from
September, yeah, huh?
we already started taking application for January 27, right? So this is the right time. Launch application early as possible. Launch your application early. Secure your offer early. Pay the deposit early. Get secure your cost letter, which is a sponsorship letter from university, early as possible. And every university with UK is deadline is very tricky because every university has their own deadlines. For
Own
example, if you
deadline, yes, we can.
it's very very tricky to say. I cannot say that there is a specific deadline. Some universities
Mhm.
say they will accept a deposit until December, and some universities say will not take any deposit after October. So you understand what I'm trying to say? It depends on the university to university. If the university has enough students, they will say we're not taking any more students. That's done. So obviously it's a small intakes compared to September intake. So I think if you just, I mean, for September you have plenty of months. For example, if you start in February, you have March, April, May, June, July, August. You have 6 months to process your application. Whereas
Yeah, but for January,
for
it's
January we
less.
don't have much time, so I think you have to act really fast. if you're really thinking about January. Don't think about missing documents. Somebody says some students may be thinking, okay, I don't have the recommendation letter, I don't have the official certificate, I just have the transcript. Yes, apply with the transcript. I don't have
Hmm.
the I mean, like, in this document's missing, that document's missing. As long as you have a valid passport, you have a transcript from the university, maybe one
Hmm.
or two transcript is missing, you can still apply and,
Hmm.
get a conditional offer from the university. So you're saving your time instead of waiting for those missing transcripts,
Hmm.
and then, apply. You will be like 20 days behind from other students, right? So just launch your application, secure your conditional offer. All you have to do, just once you get those documentation, send those documentation to the university via email, or, send it to us, we'll send it to the university and they will issue unconditional offer. In that way you can save at least 10 to 12 days or 10 to 15 days, because
Hmm.
these 10 to 12 and 15 days will really really help you in the next process. You will be, well ahead of other applicants, we who are just, managing those documents and, trying to fulfill all the documents one by one. So with the
Hmm.
UK university is quite flexible. They give you an offer letter based on, incomplete documentations, so which is a great opportunity. And in many other countries they are very very strict. They need to see official certificate, official transcript, these sort of things. In UK they issue an
Hmm.
conditional offer, and in that way you can secure your offer and send those documentation step by step. Like, once you have one document you can send one document, you have another documents you can send another documents. So it's a good flexibility between students and the university.
Hmm. So scholarships are also available for January intake, right?
Yes, obviously. If it is available for September intake, it will be available for January intakes as well. Some universities surprisingly offer sometimes good offers for January intake to attract more international students. So
Oh,
they can,
okay.
I mean, like, sometimes it happens. If some university uh, don't get enough students during September intakes, they tend to, give more scholarships for Jan intake students, so they can
Hmm.
attract, more international students as well. At the same time, it can happen other way around as well. Like, many university has funds available,
Hmm.
you know like certain amounts of funds available for international students. Once they run out of, funds, they don't offer that much, for January intake as well. So it depends on the university to university as well. So I think you don't have to worry about too much about the fundings and other things, because if you are a self-funded student,
Hmm.
UK is not offering a significant amount of scholarship. They just offer maybe 3,000, 5,000, in some cases 7,000 scholarship from the total tuition fees. That means that the amount will be reduced from your actual tuition fees. They don't hand over any amounts to the students, like, other countries, like, their stipend or anything like that. It is just
Hmm. Hmm.
tuition fee is 20,000, maybe they will reduce 5,000 from the total tuition fees. So I think it is available for September. It is also available for Jan as well.
January intake. Okay, and PCI interviews is also like they are also taking an interview for January students, right? Because some of the students are having myth, okay, that in September intake they are having interview, but in January intake they don't have an interview.
No, this is not true actually. Um, if university is taking, which is precast interview, which is before they
PC.
issue you a cast letter, which is a sponsorship letter from the university. They usually take an interview from the students to find out whether the student is the right candidate for the course or not, right? But
Hmm.
it doesn't really matter which intake it is, whether it's a September, May, or November or Jan intake. University will definitely take PCI interview if they wanted to take it. I mean, like, it depending on the university to university. Now these days university is under a lot of pressure from UK visa and immigration. They are, very very careful before they issue a cast letter for a student. So they are very very vigilant about, issuing a cast letter. So definitely they will take interview in most cases, especially from
Okay.
countries like Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sri Lanka. In some part of India, university is
Hmm.
very very cautious. They are very very concerned about certain regions. So they will definitely take PCI if they feel the region is risky. unfortunately, some regions from India is considered as a high risk region, like Punjab, Haryana, and in some other state as well,
True.
where students from these states considered as high risk states, so high risk students, so they usually take PCI from these regions. And also
Hmm.
because one state is not doing well, so this is affecting the overall
Other
nation. So
other
they are
states has.
start taking interviews for different states as well. The
Hmm.
good news is there are some university is still not taking PCI for certain region like Karnataka and
Hmm.
Tamil Nadu,
Telangana. Hmm.
southern part of India, probably Mumbai. So
Hmm.
I think the certain region are still considered, they're producing good students from from certain states. So they are because they have good reputation in UK
Hmm.
university. So they are exempt from PCI in some universities as well.
Okay, so yeah, that's all from my end today. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Abhilasha. Thank you. We have discussed a few very important questions today. I was really happy that you have asked this kind of questions because majority of the students do have a lot of myths going on. They rely on random information. They rely on
Hmm.
an information that is provided by random people. I would say you don't have to rely on what I say. You can reach out to university. You can all the information is available in university website or UK visa and immigration website. If you go to gov.uk, they have all the necessary information available for student visa related questions and concern. If you are
Hmm.
really smart, you can reach out to university directly. You can email the university directly whether if you have any concern or questions or any issues that you are facing, and probably they might get back to you within a reasonable time. You can't but with university they're very I mean, like, you can't expect a university will reply you within 24 hours because they are getting thousands of emails every day. That is why you can reach out to us as a official representative of many UK university.
Hmm.
We try to give, and I would say not try, we'll always give authentic information to our students, transparent information to our students and prospective clients. So and as we are obviously British Council certified agent, so
Asians. Hmm.
counselors are well trained. So whatever information they will share, they will make sure the information is 100% accurate, and then they will share with you accordingly. And as a official representative of UK University, we have the accountability to share correct
Hmm.
and information with the students. So I think uh, instead of if you find it difficult to reach out to university, you can reach out to us. We will give you the updated information because as a official partner, we do have
Hmm.
regular meetings with the university, regular session with the university where university educate us about the changes, about the policies, and on upcoming events. So I think we have those latest information available within our reach. So we are
Hmm.
able to give you those information ready. I mean, like within reasonable time, and maybe directly as well. So this is where we arrange a one-to-one session, counseling
Hmm.
session with students. You can book this one-to-one counseling session with us. The booking link is available in the comment section as well. So
Hmm.
counseling session with one of our expert counselors. The counseling session is also available after the working hours as well. So if you are a professional, if you have some commitment during the day, you can still reach out to us after working hours, because a lot of our counselors are working up you know the they're working in a different time zone, so obviously they can reach out to you, and you can see you can there are a lot of counseling session available, so you can choose your time and
Time, date.
as per your needs. So I think
Hmm.
it's a great opportunity, and there is no cost involved. It's a
Hmm.
free counseling session, obviously free of charge. So yeah, just feel free to reach out to us. We'll be able to give you some sort of career direction, if I say so. I wouldn't say I'm a career expert, but I would say as per whatever my knowledge, living in the UK for last 10-15 years, probably I
Hmm.
can guide you accordingly.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again.
Yeah, thank you, Abhilasha. I'm looking forward to our next session next week. And till
Sure.
then, thank you everyone for liking our videos, watching our reels, and they keep motivating us to arrange this kind of session on a regular basis. And
Yeah.
we're really happy to help. Thank you very much.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, Abhilasha, we'll see.
Yeah.